The sun rose and we stared through a tear in the drapes my grandmother had sewn as Warsaw came alive outside. In the day's first dim light, silhouettes of soldiers moved like shadows. Our non-Jewish neighbors, still allowed to work and study, hurried by. When Naomi finally fell asleep, I turned to my father, wild with fear I saw in his face too. Why hadn't he gone back into the night to find her? Was he afraid of vanishing too? Had he chosen between her and us? "Where is she? What happened?" He said, "I don't know." We had tickets on a train leaving Lithuania for Italy in 2 days. We were to drive to Lithuania, the 4 of us, and then take the train to a ship that would sail in 6 days. Sail to Shanghai, a place we couldn't imagine. I tried to clear my mind by counting. 6 days was 144 hours, 8,640 minutes. That was enough time. She might come back, meet us at home in time to drive to Lithuania, 10 hours away, or in Lithuania in time for the train from there to Italy, which took 2 days. As long as she got to us before we drove, or met us at the train, or found us in Trieste at the dock. Those were all possibilities, and the more I considered them, the more I felt a good one might come true. I told myself she had climbed down from my father's arms, skipping the finale intentionally, to escape. I put the screaming outside of my mind and imagined her on her way back, coming through the door, scooping Naomi up, wrapping her arms around Papa's neck, turning to wink at me. My grandmother, Babcha, would come in singing off-key, delighted. If I thought hard enough, really believed they would be home any minute, there were lots of minutes for God to make it happen. All of her bird clocks chimed, and I jumped like a rickety puppet, shocked. It was 5 in the morning, but we were upside down, our day ending. Papa looked desperately at Naomi. Her cheeks were hot, dark curls stuck to her forehead, and a ribbon of drool glistened down her chin. A wooden cuckoo popped out of our best clock, and I waited for it to slide back to safety. But it stayed frozen, outside. No one else seemed to notice, so I said, "It's broken. Look." My sister didn't stir. Papa draped a red quilt over her and then reached down to pick me up, even though I was 15. We often carried each other around for fun. My father lifted, threw, spun, flipped, and caught us. I was made for the circus, small for 15 and bendy. I had always been able to push 2 chairs close to each other and hold myself up over them, my hands the claws of a limber bird. Naomi was small as well, too small, and when we held her, she slid as if boneless through our arms. My parents called her their surprise baby, even before she behaved in surprising ways. But she wasn't like other 1.5-year-olds, and no one knew why. Not my parents, not the doctors, not me. But when my father picked me up from the couch, it was a different lifting, as if a switch had flipped and my weight might crack his spine. He hunched over my bed after setting me down. "Maybe she's found Babcha," I tried. "Maybe she found the camp, and that's why they're coming back together. That's why." There was silence until my false, looping voice started up again. "If not, we won't go. We don't have to go. We can take a different ship. We can—" These were questions, but he didn't answer, and I felt the blood in my limbs go cold and slow, dimming from red to pink.